Alright y'all, so I am back with another video. I just wanted to go over the performance of the bot today. So as you can see here, this is MetaTrader 4 and this is the 1 minute chart here. So currently I have the NS strategy set running on the bot. Basically that means that the bot is able to go both ways. It's able to get into trades going both ways, either a buy or a sell. Currently, euro is pushing up because the dollar is trending down due to sentiment in the market. Basically, it just seems like a lot of people are kind of worried and uptight about the tariffs that Mr. Trump has been implementing. So I'm gonna bring the chart up here so you can kind of see. So as you can see, the dollar index has been drifting down. We did get here quite close to the weekly support. So if I kind of pull out there, you kind of see kind of what I was marking up there. I'm gonna take these order blocks off so you can see a little bit better. So as you can see, we hit, in this area, this is so an area of support. Same over here. So we did hit that area. And now we have created this bit of inefficiency. But as of today, prices continued to kind of drift down and just kind of bounce back within this area here. So, and technically it is within this order block here. And as you, again, can see on Friday, it kind of ran that and is now kind of bouncing off of the weekly support. So that's where the dollar index is right now. So since I am trading Euro USD with the bot, again, I have had the NS strategy running on the account, basically meaning that, the bot is able to get into either buys or sells, but the market has been pushing up since, again, the dollar index is, pushing down. So the nice thing about Forex is that you can kind of, one strategy could be just trading the inverse of these two currency pairs. So that's where we're at so far. So I'll go ahead and show where the bot actually got into the trade today on the account. Do I have the right account pulled up? So I do. And that is why I don't see it. Let me get to the euro. Alrighty, so, and this is the 5 minute chart. So you can kind of see here. I guess I'll get rid of this volume profile, and I'll also get rid of this line. It's been there for quite a minute. Okay, so as you can see, the bot got in right here, took a buy, and then closed up here on this push upward here. It looks like it had broken this high here, and it came back down into what was then an order block, 5 minute order block here, and then went on and pushed on up, came down, and has continued to push on up today. It looks like now it's kind of stalled out up here around the 1.48 area. So let me go to the 1 minute just to see how the RSI was looking this morning. Okay, so you can kind of see it here, a bit of a more detailed view on the 1 minute. So the bot is scheduled to get into trades around 8 every single morning. So I guess one of the parameters that's in place is that the bot or the market has to, specifically the RSI indicator, needs to be underneath 10. And so it was here. And so if that is the case, and the bot also crosses to the EMAs, then the bot will get into a buy trade if it's oversold underneath this 10 mark, to be so blunt. And yeah, just for lack of words, to be so blunt, it got to come up underneath the 10. And then as we can see, kind of pushed upwards, had a retrace, kind of stalled out, and then basically pushed on up here and was able to close around, or I guess at 8:57. So I do know, I guess on this one, yeah, so on this account, because I'm on the prop firm account right now, so on this account I actually did close it a little bit early, because I remember looking at it over here on the chart, and I think it was about up in here. It was, at the time, it was hitting, I'm trying to see exactly where it was. I'm imagining, let me see, get the marker out. Yeah, so I think it was about right up in here. So it was hitting this 100 EMA, and so I decided to close on the prop firm account just because I didn't want it to like kind of bounce off of here and potentially go back down. I just wasn't necessarily liking it, so I did get out on the prop firm, but on the actual MetaTrader 4 account, it did go ahead and close out at 5 pips, which I'm gonna go ahead and show on my FX book. So, and just to let you know, like 100 EMA there. So let me show it on my FX book. So now the account is up to 5.62% with a balance and a profit of $2,425.70. And you can kind of see the equity curve there. I did take an L. What day was this? I guess it would have been the 13th. Essentially, I had let me get over here. I had this max loss, and actually I should turn that off because it was so crazy. Let me make sure it's turned off over here. So yeah, I had the max daily loss set. I still have the numbers in there at 2,200. This was like a crazy mistake that I made. It just was moving way too fast and not thinking. And basically this was in tandem with, obviously, what should have been obvious, this MetaTrader 4 account. So once it hit the balance on the MetaTrader 4 account, hit 2,200, it knocked out, it closed the trade at the time. So when it closed that trade, it also closed the trade on the prop firm account, and it closed it on the demo account with the broker I have. And it was just a mess. And it wiped out a week's worth of trades on the prop account, and I was just so just over it. So that is why the account on the prop firm account is down. It's just so infuriating. Like, this challenge should really be done by now, but that's what life is. So you can kind of see there. So that's when it hit that 2,200 on the MetaTrader 4 account. On this account, it was an $861 loss, $868 including the fee. So that was really irritating. And then I tried to get back into a trade, but since I just being conservative on this account, I decided to close it, even though this trade on the MetaTrader 4 account did end up panning out. So I think that would have been right here. Or what day? The same day, 13th. Yeah, so maybe this, do I have no, it's not showing me necessarily. So, let me see if I can find the actual trade. So, yeah, so there you go. So, 610. So it was $2,400 loss, and then that trade that I closed on the prop firm account that, was a negative 300 or so, that trade actually ended up panning out on the MetaTrader 4 and the demo account with the brokerage, and it was ended up being a 3-hour and 32-minute trade. So yeah, this was quite a bummer, and because I'm trying to use this account for I guess as a track record, literally, it just kind of fucked up my curve here. So, but anywho, that's what we're looking at. Again, trades are they can be as long as a whole day. 9 days has been kind of the longest trade so far. But on average, it's looking around an hour to 5 hours at most. See what the data actually says. So yeah, we're still sitting around 5 hours and 49 minutes for the average trade length. Our best trade so far is going to be $610, which was on the 13th. The best and worst trade are both on the same day. Average win is sitting at $473.64. And again, today made $510 on the account with another 5.1 gain. So overall, I'm pretty happy. And again, I am using that NS strategy where the trade or the bot can get into both buys and sells, depending again on the parameters that are set or the algorithm. So yeah, I just feel good. And then again, when coming in here and actually looking at the trade on the chart, everything looks very good, looks as it should. This is after the break right here, and then we're getting in and we make another high, come down to kind of retest those areas, and then we're pushing on up in line with the EMA. So overall, I'm very happy, at least with the bot's performance and its ability, to adhere to rules and parameters where, I'm not necessarily following rules all the time. So it's very nice to have a bot to pick up the heavy lifting. Just want to get into this account too. So I'm trading this one manually. I went back to trading the NAS because I'm not necessarily trading futures right now, just because I don't really like the trailing drawdown. It just was kind of rubbed me the wrong way once I realized that that's kind of what's been holding me up. So I have kind of gone back to Forex for at least this month while I'm waiting for the month to reset over there at Top Step. So today generated a total of $79 on this account. I was really pleased with this trade. Got in, I guess I should more so maybe show it on TradingView, but let's see. So this was the look this morning. So I noticed that we had a break of structure on the 15-minute, break of this lower high here. So it broke that, came and retested that, the top order block here, 15-minute order block, and then pushed down. So about the time that I got in was about right here. Kind of saw it kind of dipping. I did look at the NAS 100 stocks, kind of seeing what they were doing, but pre-market. And it seemed like a lot of the major players were, drifting down, so to speak. So they had negative returns this morning. So in using that fundamental analysis tied with the technical analysis, which I haven't, would be, I guess, the first year that I'm using fundamentals in a more prominent way in my trading, helped me to kind of identify the direction, which is a really, really big deal because we really need to know where we're going. It's easy to get into trades at this point now in my career, but we need to know where we're going, which requires understanding a fundamental analysis. So again, looked at the market, looked at where kind of some of the major players in the NAS 100 were at, saw the break of the 15-minute of this lower high here, and then saw that this order block had already been tested, and saw that we were kind of getting this little, I forget what it's called, but this triangular pattern here, and decided to get in off of what ended up being an order block. But I got in pretty much right here, and then just put the stop above the most recent or second most recent, or I guess at that time the most recent order block, this 15-minute order block, and then just set targets on the way down, which you can see over here. So took a couple of partials. Each partial ended up being around $20 each today. So you can see there. So took 10 at first, 5 5 the second time, 3 the next time, and just kind of watched it go down. My goal was to get around 5 pips, and you know, my math is a bit whatever, so I went for 50. I'm assuming this equals out to 5 pips, but honestly, well, let's just look at it. What is that? 22 and 15, so yeah, 50 or 40. 40. So, anywho, that was the play there. Oh, actually, and because I'm looking at where it's at. Yeah, so that was 50. Yeah, pretty much. So, anywho, went for 50 points there. Again, trailed it out, and you know, was looking to the left, you know, at these different, you know, seeing if it would knock out the different liquidity points here. So again, really, really happy with with coming back to trading Forex without the trailing drawdown. That's kind of annoying. So anywho, just wanted to go over that trade. Hopefully this was informative and valuable in some form. If it was, please be sure to like the video and subscribe, and I'll be back in the next one. Bye-bye.